Hi, thanks for stopping by Reese Tarot, the Dreaming Empress. I'm Ree, and I'll be doing a reading for you guys. So, I'm new to YouTube. I haven't put out that many videos, so I really don't have any subscribers. I work a lot, so I've been struggling to get the time to be able to do what I feel like I'm being called to do here. I've been a reader for a long time, and I have very vivid dreams that tend to come true a lot for a lot of people in my life. I do things a little differently. I don't have a schedule like Scorpios, Sagittarius, or Capricorn, or any, like, I don't have a schedule where I read as of yet. I don't do that. So I use an astrology deck, and I let spirit communicate with me randomly as to what messages they want to get out, and whom they, what signs, or maybe for that individuals that are, watching the video. It's random. It's not a schedule. I also use this wheel here, and so I'm going to use some charms and trinkets, or whatever you want to call them, to start off with. I'm sorry if that's a little loud. Okay. All right. So we have the Hanged Man here on the number 4. And it's over here in Pisces. We have a J over here on Aquarius. We have the butterfly. And it's in between rephrase and no. So there may be some reevaluating going on here through a transformation. Maybe someone is seeing things in a different light. They're going through a transformation, and maybe they've been aware of that, but maybe they've been wrong about some things, right? And they're having to reevaluate it, or they're unsure. They're unsure through this transformation that they're very much aware of, because we have the Hangman here. We also have C over here, the initial C. So it didn't land on anything, right? And we have a star that also didn't land on anything, but obviously it's meaning something here. So the star is about wishes. This particular star for me, this particular charm is about change. So this is a wish that's going to create change. Okay. And we have the letter C. So that may be, your initial, the first letter of your initial, or your person. We have CJ here. So, CJ, that may be, your person's name, or maybe it's a nickname, or it's, your nickname. There's something in this message for you if that resonates with you. Then we have the cross here, and it's on yes, and just under Tuesday. So perhaps, there's something going on with that. Crosses can mean very many things. For me, I think this is more like a spiritual cross. So this may be a spiritual journey, a spiritual transformation. And we also have a cross over here on Taurus. So, you might have a Taurus placement, or your person might have a Taurus placement. We'll dig into that deeper as we get into the tarot. Well, no, this isn't a cross. I'm sorry. This is the letter T. This is a letter T. So we have T. I'm sorry. So we have T also. And it was on Taurus. So if if you're dating someone, or if your spouse is a Taurus and their initial is T, or if that's you, then perhaps there's something in this message for you. And then we have this little charm here that has little dragonflies around it. And for me, when I see this, to me, this is like a portal. So I don't know if you can see. But it's like a portal for me, and it was over here on Capricorn. So it may be a portal that's going to take place in your life during Capricorn season, or it could be a Capricorn. Your person could be a Capricorn, or you are Capricorn. And then we also have this little charm here. It's so tiny. don't know what it says. I have a little thing here. Let me see. Some of these are so small. Queen Elizabeth II. Oh, wow. Okay. So maybe Queen Elizabeth II has something to do with your person or yourself. It was on the Sagittarius over here. So perhaps you know a Sagittarius that's very much into Queen Elizabeth or the royals, perhaps. So we're just going to place these over here. But, you know, the Hangman and the butterfly is all about transformation, right? Hangman goes within. It's also being stale, right? A stalemate, or something that's stuck. You know, maybe you're stuck in transformation. Okay, so we're going to see what Spirit has to say. Spirit, you communicate with us to let us know who we might be reading for today. What messages need to come out? Mars, okay. Mars. Let's take that. Cancer, oh wow. So Cancer came out there. We have Mars. So there may be a Tower moment here. And Pluto. Ooh, okay. So we have fire and ice here. Wow. Okay. And we have Earth on the bottom of the deck. Capricorn, right? So we'll see how all that ties in. Let's see what decks I want to use. I just feel drawn to the decks. I don't prepare anything ahead of time. I just let Spirit flow through me and connect me. I'm just going to shuffle these a little bit. Strategy, the Moon, and action. So there may be some, we have appreciation. Oh, Spirit. Oh, man holding a coin. We have Goddess of the Moon. So that came out in the cut. Okay. And then we have Angel of Love on the bottom of the deck. You know, I feel like there's someone here that's really, really sad. And if you look at this angel here, her face, she looks so sad. She's looking at this heart. She's holding it, right? So that's what I'm picking up. I always pick up on different things at different times. But I almost feel like there's someone that is really reminiscing about someone they love very, very much. Perhaps someone that they've lost. We do have Pluto here, right? And Pluto's, Pluto can be I hate to say it, but death. You know, death it kind of. That's how I feel right now. I feel like that is cold, right? Something ended. But for some reason here, I feel like we're talking about a death here. I'm almost feeling like this is about someone who's lost someone that they loved very, very much. Okay. Okay, just give me a minute here. I am feeling a lot of energy here. So, I feel like someone has lost someone that they love very, very much. And I do believe it was a physical death. So I'm very sorry for that. And ever since this has happened, they've been hiding. They've been hiding and they've been stuck in some very, very deep, disconnected emotions, not really addressing those emotions, just stuck, drowning in them. Perhaps can't get off the couch, can't get out of bed. You know, they're so distraught over the loss of this person. You know, we have had, you know, the pandemic going on. I don't know if it has anything to do with that or not. But I think that with appreciation here, when I see this card, oftentimes I think about the Nine of Pentacles. Learning to appreciate who you are. Learning to appreciate the things you have in your life. Maybe losing this person has taught you that maybe you didn't appreciate things like you should have, or maybe you feel as if you did not appreciate them when they were here. We'll see. Then we have man holding a coin. So perhaps this person handled everything. You know, perhaps this was, I'm feeling like this was a spouse. And perhaps he or this masculine energy here. I typically, if I see a man on the card, I'm going to resonate as it being a man. But I do feel like I feel like I'm picking up on maybe a love relationship that has been lost. We do have Mars here, so there's a tower moment. So I think that this was sudden shock. We have Pluto here. So I think what happened and what I'm picking up on is that we have a man here, a husband, that perhaps there was a major accident. I don't think it had anything to do with COVID-19. I think that this was an accident. Something happened. Maybe a car accident or almost, I'm picking up on construction, like some type of construction accident. And he was, you know, he perhaps was the breadwinner of the family, and perhaps he provided all the security, right? So there may be some decisions that you've been neglecting because of this death that's happened. You know, you're so distraught over this, this energy here, of losing this person, that you're just drowning in your emotions. And you're scared of the unknown because you don't know what life has in store for you anymore. You know, like it's, I just feel like I'm feeling right now that you're empty. You feel so empty and lost, and you just don't know what the future holds, right? And you're stuck in that transformation, right? Because we have the butterfly and the hangman here. You're stuck. You feel stuck, like you can't. I just feel like I feel really, I'm so sorry for you. I'm so sorry you're going through this. But as the saying goes, we have to think about that it's not happening to us, it's happening for us. And when we lose someone, it's so hard, to think that, how could that happen for me? And you're angry. Perhaps, you're angry, Okay, so I'm feeling drawn to I have this yin and yang oracle deck. I want to just pick up on some. I'm not going to take those. I'm not even going to look at those. Some energy here as to maybe what's going on, some emotions here. I want to see. Okay, an apology, forgiveness. Excuse me. Maybe there was, because there was no appreciation, so there's some type of apology and forgiveness here. We have water, the Ace of Cups here. This is, like the Ace of Cups, Pisces, Cancer, Scorpio. So perhaps he was the Cancer, and he just disappeared out of your life. It's very emotional. And then we have spying and watching and investigating. So there's something that's hidden, something you've been investigating. Perhaps it's the way they passed, or something didn't make sense about it. You don't have answers. You don't have answers. There's something up in the air about it. And there's, of course, some kind of apology. Anything else? Separation, longing. Yeah, so longing. I think you're longing for that. There's a longing there. A longing of knowing, right? And that's why you're investigating, because you don't have any answers. Perhaps there's been no closure. We have self-love, creation, and intentions on the bottom of the deck. So self-love, maybe you're beating yourself up about it, Maybe get some tea leaves here. Some insights. We have the moon, changes in your life, which we knew, right? We have the moon again. The unknown, right? We have dog, protection from a powerful friend. So there is some kind of friendship that means a lot to you. Dogs are loyal, and it doesn't matter what you do to them, right? People, I always get so pissed off when I see some of those, commercials or you hear on the news where people are starving animals and chaining them to trees, and it doesn't matter, you can beat the shit out of them and they're gonna love you anyway. Just unconditional loyalty, and something we can learn from a dog, right? And look at those eyes. So either he was very loyal to you, and perhaps you didn't appreciate that, and something happened to him. Perhaps he wasn't really your spouse, but perhaps you were in a long-term relationship with this person. I think for some of you it was your spouse. and April. So, you know, this April has some significance. We also have another month here. We have November. So we have April and November. So those 2 months, if they mean something to you, it could be, you know, we have at some point, maybe there will be lots and lots of people that watch this video. So for some of you, this death could have happened in April or November. And perhaps maybe there will be some significance of learning something in one of these months. You know, I'm going to place them kind of up here. So we have November and April that possibly means something of significance. We have bell, an announcement. So perhaps there will be an announcement in April or November from the time you watch this. Or, you know, perhaps perhaps this announcement was this death of this individual. And we have dealing or relationship with a younger man. Okay, so perhaps he was younger than you. Okay, so we do have a younger man here. We do have a younger man here. This may not be the same man, though. This may not be the same man. We'll see how this goes. And we have owl. Good advice from a wise person. And we have beware of greed. Oh, wow. Okay. So there's obviously some type of greed going on in your life, whether it's you or your person or a person in your life. Beware of greed. I almost feel like this is about an estate or, you know, a will. I keep hearing a will. Good advice from a wise person. So this, you know, this may be someone warning you about greed. Okay, take that how it resonates. Okay, so I'm going to get the tarot out now, and we'll see what the tarot has to say. And we had the Empress. So the Empress is about abundance, and you may benefit greatly. We have a unicorn here, right? We have little rabbits in the background. It's all about new life, new birth, abundance. And in this particular card, the Empress is an angel who's holding a unicorn. So this is something that I feel like it goes back to this suddenness. I think it was a major accident that happened. It was like a tower moment. And I feel like there's a lot of anger here. There's a lot of stuff that's unknown. I'm just picking up now that there could be this younger man. Oh, wow. Okay. So perhaps this is a child of this this man. I'm just feeling this right now. I'm feeling like this. You may be dealing with a child that's perhaps not yours, not your child, but your person's child. Maybe from another marriage. And maybe there's a lot of greed going on here. Someone's fighting, they're angry about, it's emotional, you know, it's dramatic. There's a message on this card and it says, take time to action. Take time to take action, excuse me. Give birth to your dreams. Creative projects will be very successful. Abundance and prosperity. So you probably gained some type of insurance. I'm hearing insurance. There's probably a lot of money going on. You know, whatever the, I did say construction accident, that's what I feel like happened. And I think you're going to, you know, really come into a lot of abundance because of it. What else? Okay, the wheel. Yeah. It was out of your control, sweetie. It was just completely out of your control. It's destiny, right? A fresh new start or the end of delays. Sudden or unexpected progress. A very positive change in your life. Travel or a new vehicle. So we've got abundance in the wheel here. So while there's been a lot of sadness and there's been a lot of grief going on here, although we don't have like any major, I feel that way. I mean, that's how I'm feeling like this has been really hard for you. Maybe you're moving past that. You know, maybe we'll see how it unfolds, but we have that transformation there, being stuck. Maybe you're having a hard time. You're just having a hard time letting go and moving on. What else, Spirit? Okay. So we have the 10 of Wands. So it's a heavy burden. All of this abundance has been a heavy burden for you. It's been a burden for you. And it's been a learning experience, right? You've learned a lot because of it. You've been trying to get that clarity. We have the Hangman here, right? 4 swords. It's a lot of the same energy, you know, trying to heal. You're trying to heal. And then we have Hermit on the bottom of the deck. We're going to clarify a little bit here. Dig in a little bit deeper. On the Hangman, on the Empress right away. Just fell right there like this. I don't know if you can see that. I've kind of moved it out, but it landed right on top of it. So we have the Hangman here again. So, exactly what I said. I think you feel very stuck because of all this abundance that's happened in your life, maybe because of someone that you loved very much that has passed away. Tell us about the wheel, Spirit. Can you tell us about the wheel? Okay. The Ace of Pentacles, yeah. So it brought in something tangible, right? And it's from Spirit here. And it has this beetle, you know. Beetles are about, you know, great gifts and surprises and luck, you know. It's very lucky. Okay, tell us about this heavy burden. Tell us more about this heavy burden. Oh. So, again, we have apology here. I'm feeling like this apology that came in that had something to do with this person's death. Perhaps you were I just feel like that you weren't able to apologize for something, or perhaps there's been an apology that you, maybe there was something, maybe something happened and you were angry with each other or something, and then the accident happened and you weren't able to tell them, you know, like maybe they passed away with unresolved issues, you know, things weren't good between you. And you're really struggling with that, and now you have all this abundance, but they're gone, right? We have the Devil here. So again, we could be talking about Capricorn. Capricorn did come up in the reading several times, or at least one time here with the portal, right? We had the little portal here on Capricorn. And then we have Earth here, which can definitely be Capricorn. Perhaps there was some type of toxicity here. Perhaps that's what this apology was about. Perhaps there was, you know, some type of cheating that went on, or maybe there was for some of you it could have been that maybe there was something going on with a younger man that was toxic, or, you know, I mean, the Devil's all about, you know, addictions and bondage and you know, temptation. But this is the After Tarot, so this is kind of like you see here in the traditional card on the Rider-Waite, you know, they're in chains, and here that they're not. So this tells me, I mean, for me, and at this moment, the way I'm feeling when I'm looking at this card in this energy that I'm in right now, is that they were very much aware of what they were doing, and they chose. They knew it was toxic. They knew it was wrong, but they couldn't help themselves, and they decided to stay in this energy. They were working on it, though, because it falls, you know, within the Eight of Pentacles here. And then look here, you see, you have this guy. He can't take his eyes off of her. So perhaps being stuck, again, we have the Hangman being stuck in this cycle here, these two. So there could have also been Perhaps maybe somebody found out that their spouse or their other significant other was having an affair. And it had to have been perhaps with a younger man here. I mean, we could be talking about same-sex relationship here, because we do have two men here. But perhaps Cancer, you knew about it, you found out about it, or perhaps they found out about it, and there was unresolved issues here, and then one of you was killed in an accident, a construction accident of some sort. And that's what the regret is here. I'm surprised regret hasn't come out, but you're trying to heal from it. You were in this cycle. I think this is a long-term sort of relationship that was toxic. So perhaps, oh wow, perhaps you were having an affair. You're married to someone else, and perhaps one of them was in this accident. Oh, we have the Lovers here. Look at that. And we have the Sword, meaning clarity, right? You know, cutting something out, or an epiphany, learning something, taking time out to heal. And then we have the Seven of Pentacles on the bottom of the deck, about, you know, reaping what you sow. Fruits of your labor. You know, and you can see here, he's harvesting. So something happened, right? So there's been, I feel like there's been a death here. I think you're struggling tremendously with that. And there's a lot of things that were left unknown and unresolved. And that's what you're struggling about. I think Spirit is saying that perhaps the month of April or the month of November, there will be some type of resolution for you, depending on what angle this is for you, because I know I've kind of been all over the place, because I'm picking up on several different energies. I do feel like there is a married couple here where one lost the other. And I think it was very sudden. And I also am picking up on perhaps a third-party situation here where something happened and you had to keep it quiet. You don't really know what happened. And I also feel like there's a lot of abundance here, so that I keep hearing insurance, and the Wheel, and this coming in has changed your life drastically. But it's very painful because we have Pluto here. You know, cold, distant. And the Master number 22. Okay, so that's what I have for you. Cancer, I hope that you find peace. And I hope that you are able to move on from this. Appreciate who you are and know that you are loved and appreciated. Take care of yourself. Appreciate yourself. Self-love here. Because we did have this come up over here on the bottom of the deck. Right? Self-love. I just feel like you need to get up off the couch and you need to let this shit go. And this abundance that's coming into your life, learn that it was for a reason, you know? Look, it's a reason. We have the Wheel, we have the Empress, and we have the Ace of Pentacles here. Learn from the experience, move forward. Perhaps there was a sacrifice here, you know? Let me know how it resonates with you guys. And I appreciate your support. And until next time, bless be.